Future looks bright. Well, we saw her, Carolyn, holding the umbrella there, Lonnie.
The umbrella's not big enough, though. You need the bigger ones for a day like today.
A lot of folks, it's now taking a little bit of a step back, so it's not as heavy out there. But there's one spot where it's coming down heavy in New Jersey. I'm going to track that for you in just a moment. But first, we'll go outside. Oh, how's that for a nice-looking picture?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right? Looking great. Now, listen, the rain is back in New York City. You're dealing with 50-degree readings outside, so it has been, one of those cold days. Some of you never even got out of the 40s today. And with that wind and the rain, feeling kind of raw out there. All right, observed rainfall for this day. You picked up 3/4 of an inch in Central Park. We figured the biggest numbers were going to be out east, and sure enough, a 1.3-inch reading for Islip. That's today. Now, on top of it, you had yesterday's rain, so a lot of folks are already over 2 inches, and a good chunk of the area will finish with 1 to 2 inches of rain. All right, so if you look at what's official out there, 0.36 for Montgomery, 1.25 the Hamptons, 0.65 in Trenton. All right, that's it today. Is there more to come? The fact is, yes. I just don't see it being colossal rain. Here's your drought monitor. So this was just issued today. This is great news. No drought for anybody. Now, the flashes of yellow are for areas that are dry, but they don't reach that threshold for being any kind of a drought. So that's all thanks to the very wet spring we have had. We've had over 13 inches of rain this spring, which gives us a surplus, which also fills up our reservoirs. They're currently at 99.6%. You should be at 100. You love that. That's right where you want to be, the sweet spot, if you will. What do we expect as we look ahead? Well, there's another round passing through right now, and there are some embedded stronger cells. I'll show you those. Still windy, especially out on the east end. You're still seeing 30 and 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Slow improvement for Friday and Saturday. Not as much rain, some rain, a lot of clouds. The clouds are pesky out there, and then Memorial Day is looking the best of your 3-day holiday. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go for Monday. Warmest reading out there, pretty beautiful looking skies. So we talked about how, we have a weak nor'easter on our hand, bringing in that northeast wind. Right now, the only possibility for severe weather they're talking about, and it's on the low end, the chance for some coastal flooding out there for all of our coastal beaches. But this is the line. Zoom in tight there, all right? This is Passaic County stretching over towards the shoreline of Brooklyn. Georgia, can you get the magic pencil out there and let's track this? Okay, good enough. This holds itself together. This could get to Yonkers around 6:01. Yonkers, you're catching rain right now. I'm timing out when it comes down heavier. And it's going to be for a finite period of time. It's a very skinny line, but it could get to Oyster Bay around 6:20, could get to Fairfield, Connecticut around 6:53, all moving in that progression that you see right there. So thank you for the help, Georgie. Here's how we see it on the computer models. Picking up on some of those bouts of moderately heavy rain right now, and even within some of those bouts, there are a couple of cells that are coming down very heavy. So that's what we see happen as you push into your day on Friday, it's overall drier, it's cloudy, but there's a rain chance. It's just on the low side. That's Friday. Here we go now into Friday afternoon, maybe a little bit better chance, but not a whole lot of it out there. And then rainfall numbers from this point going forward, anywhere from like 1/10 of an inch to possibly 1/4 of an inch in our area. South Kingston now reporting the biggest number, which is 0.6. So we can deal with that. The 7-day forecast is going to come together looking like this. 59 degrees tomorrow. You've got that rain chance, but it's nothing major. You get to Saturday, less of a rain chance, 63. Notice temperatures going up. 69 Sunday, 72 Monday. Monday looks to be the best day of the holiday weekend. I think you got nice sunshine for the first part of the day. More clouds fill in. They eventually get a little thicker on Tuesday, and by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, there is a rain chance out there. But currently, right now we're in a weakening system as opposed to a strengthening system that's pushing outside of our area.
All right. Well, it seems like we're going to have a decent weekend.
But it's still a nor'easter, and it's almost June.
Yep.
Kind of rare.
There you go.
Thanks, Lonnie.